Beanie Babies, the iconic little beanbag plushies. We've all probably seen this tag. And ever since the company was created, Ty has had a very big impact in the toy market. From Beanie Babies to Beanie Boos, their giant range of toy lines is pretty crazy for the company being only 39 years old. So how did Ty become a very iconic toy company? Ty was founded in 1986 by Ty Warner. Before creating the Ty Company though, Warner began his career as a salesman at Dakin Toy Company in 1962. He worked at Dakin for around 18 years but left in 1980. The truth of why he left will most likely never be known, as Warner says he left to pursue his own interests and career, while his former boss has said he got fired for creating a toy line that competes against Dakin. In 1983, Warner's father passed away and left $50,000 of inheritance money for Ty. Using his savings from working at Dakin and getting a second mortgage on his home along with his inheritance money, Warner began his own toy line. And in 1986, the Ty Company was officially created. A month later, Warner took a trip to South Korea to find a manufacturer, and the new toys began to be produced immediately. Their first toy line were the fuzzy Himalayan cats, and their names were Kashmir, Kasha, Bihan, Kisha, Kimchi, and Tasha. There was also one fuzzy dog named Shusha, and they all came with the notable red heart tie tag being underneath their chin like a collar tag. Also, look how the tie tag has evolved over time. Because of Warner's old job at Dakin, he was able to contact many of his old clients and was able to sell 30,000 of these plushies in under an hour. After his first toy line being successful, Warner moved from his small office in Oak Brook to a 12,000 square foot warehouse in Lombard, Illinois. In 1991, he introduced a new line called the Collectible Bears series. The line had limited edition bears featuring a numbered stripe on their right foot. By 1992, the Ty Company's catalog expanded from plush cats and dogs to wild animals and farm animals. In 1994, they released their toy line that brought the company by storm, Beanie Babies. They first sold in stores that were located in Chicago only for the first few months for around $5. The first Beanie Babies are also called the Original 9. Their names were Cubby, Pinchers, Patty, Chocolate, Flash, Splash, Legs, Spot, and Squealer. Warner refused to sell to Toys R Us, Walmart, and other big box chain stores. Beanie Babies were exclusively sold to independent shops and small toy stores to give the illusion of a rare item that can be hard to come by. When first coming out, they weren't immediately popular. It wasn't until Ty would retire characters every 6 months, causing people to start collecting them more. Another selling point for Ty's plushies is how each Beanie Baby had their own personality and birthday, along with a birthday poem in each tag. This is still a common tradition for Ty to do for each of its new toy lines. I also think this is pretty cute when you share a birthday with a Beanie Baby or any other Beanie plush. It feels kinda special, so I understand why this design became super popular. Then the Beanie Baby craze hit around 1995.
The massive line of people who had camped out all Friday night.
By 6 o'clock in the morning, we probably had 195 people in line.
In the spring of 1997, Beanie Babies and McDonald's did a collaboration called Teeny Beanie Babies for Happy Meals, and it went crazy. Customers waited in really long lines to get their hands on the Beanie Babies, and some locations sold out within an hour the day they were launched.
And can I get 4 of them kitties with that?
Okay, you have to buy 4 items for each.
Okay, then give me another large Coke. So now we're up to 2 kitties. How about 2 waters?
Because McDonald's enforced a limit on how many Happy Meals customers could buy, many people would just drive around to different McDonald's. Fights did break out because of the teeny beanies, and some people broke into McDonald's storages to steal boxes of beanies. On August 31st, 1997, Princess Diana passed away, and the news of her death shook the world for months, and over 2.4 billion people watched her funeral being televised. On October 19th, 1997, 2 months after her death, Ty designed a Beanie Baby in honor of Princess Diana. Ty only let retailers order 12 of the Princess Beanie Babies per store. This caused collectors and retailers to believe that Princess is a limited edition Beanie Baby. All of the bear's profits would also be donated to the Memorial Fund of Princess Diana. The demand from collectors quickly pushed the secondary market price of the Princess Beanie Baby above $300. Some retailers even chose to withhold their initial shipments, either auctioning them off or keeping them for a higher future value. Ty stated that they never intended for Princess to be a limited edition Beanie Baby. His goal was to have Princess available in stores before Christmas, but production could not begin until he received approval from the Princess Diana Fund managers. This approval was granted on October 29, 1997. Once production started, time and logistical constraints determined how many Princess Bears could be made and shipped before Christmas. These limitations were the reason retailers were only getting 12 Princess Beanie Babies in December 1997. By this point, it's estimated that the company has made $1.3 billion in revenue. Sadly, a lot of illegal and violent crimes happened during the craze. In 1998, border officials confiscated over 8,000 smuggled Beanie Babies at the US and Canadian border. In 1999, a man in West Virginia fatally shot a former coworker after a dispute that was about $150 worth of Beanie Babies. Counterfeit Beanie Babies were also very common and began to scam a lot of collectors.
Ty Incorporated announced over the internet that it's over.
And all of a sudden, the Ty company announces that all beanies will be retiring in 1999.
Millennium. No more Beanie Babies.
No more Quackers the Duck or Pinky the Flamingo. The company says every last one will be retired.
This announcement caused many collectors to freak out and began to speculate the true value of Beanie Babies. However, just a few months later, Ty reversed the decision, revealing plans to continue the brand with a new Millennium theme line. The first beanie in this series was a bear covered in silver stars, but fans felt misled by what appeared to be a publicity stunt. And this is when the Beanie Baby craze began to fade out. Their mass production resulted in an oversupply, diminishing their collectible value. Ty still sold Beanie Babies after the 2000s, but their popularity did fall coming into the new year. After the 2000s, Ty began to experiment with new toy lines, seeing what could stick. Beanie Kids, Pluffies, Girls and Guys, and Beanie Babies 2.0. During this time, having to buy physical toys in order to play online games was a very popular concept.
A new world of Beanie Land, where you become part of the story.
Beanie Babies 2.0 was released on April 1st, 2008. With the rise of online games like Webkins, Club Penguin, Funkies, and Moshi Monsters, Ty wanted to also get involved. The 2.0 line had 13 Beanie Babies, and their names were Babette, Duchess, Eggs, Fluffball, Hopsy, Jumps, Luckier, Pico, Purry, Quackly, Rascal, Shersley, and Woolsley. Sadly, the 2.0 beanies did not become very popular, and in May of 2009, Beanie Babies 2.0 was officially discontinued. A deal with McDonald's was already made though, and from July to August that same year, Teeny Beanie Babies 2.0 were the Happy Meal toys for the summer. And there were 30 available to collect for their 30th anniversary. I owned Chill. He was my favorite little guy as a kid. In June 2009, Beanie Boos were launched for the first time in the UK. The first 7 Beanie Boos were Bamboo, Coconut, Kiwi, Bubblegum, Slush, Peanut, and Waddles. Their tie tag was also purple and not the iconic red tag. Beanie Boos slowly rose to popularity and became the next plush to collect. In November 2009, Beanie Boos were released in the US as a second wave featuring Cookie, Slush, Waddles, Kiwi, Coconut, Bamboo, Cleo, and Bubblegum. In this batch, Bubblegum the koala was renamed to Cookie, and the pink lemur took Bubblegum's name. Peanut was also retired. In 2009, Aurora filed a federal copyright lawsuit against Ty for their Cleo and Bubblegum design, as it resembles too closely to Aurora's Yoo-Hoo and Friends plush toy line. A few months later, after the lawsuit, both Cleo and Bubblegum were retired. After the lawsuit though, Beanie Boos later won the Best Toy Award in 2011 at the annual Learning Express convention in Jacksonville, Florida. Ty introduced medium and clip sizes in 2010, followed by large Beanie Boos in 2012, beginning with Coconut, Waddles, Cookie, and Safari. Kiwi and Cookie, not that cookie. also retired at the same time, and there was a new version of Peanut that had blue ears rather than pink. When looking at the first few lines of Beanie Boos, they actually didn't have their signature sparkly eye until 2012. In March of 2012, the first sparkly-eyed Boos were released and were exclusive only at Justice. Their names were Sapphire, Treasure, Duchess, and Glamour. The new Beanie Boos blew up to immense popularity as sparkly-eyed Boos became sought after way more. The company noticed that solid-eyed Beanie Boos began to drop in sales in favor of the new glittery eye Boos. In 2013, Ty redesigned all Beanie Boos to now have sparkly eyes and have the iconic red heart tag rather than the purple version. Beanie Boos began to do other collaborations by creating exclusive Boos for Claire's, Walgreens, Michael's, Great Wolf Lodge, and Cracker Barrel. I actually find the Cracker Barrel ones kinda cute. In 2014, McDonald's and Ty did another collaboration for their new Happy Meal toys, Teeny Beanie Boos, with 16 Teeny Boos being available. Ty created spin-off lines using Beanie Boos after this, such as Frizzies, Monstas, Meanie Boos, Peekaboos, Squishaboos, Puffies, and Beanie Bellies. Although Beanie Boos are still pretty mainstream, they slowly became less popular after 2022. It's not really known why exactly they became less popular, but it most likely was caused by how saturated the plushie and toy market is now with so many options of all kinds of brands. Although the popularity of Beanie Boos was at peak between 2013 to 2020, the online community is still pretty big and active. On December 13th, 2024, Twitter user FartPog tweeted a picture of Cookie the Gingerbread Man, and this Beanie Belly took social media by storm. Cookie then sold out that following week on Ty's website. Cookie still remains very popular on social media with so much fan art and daily pictures of him. I just thought that would be really important to share. I love Cookie. Do you guys own any Beanie toys in general? I own a few Beanie Boos, but way more Beanie Babies. Specifically many bunny beanies, and also a bunch of different variation sizes of inch to inchworm.